Hey, it's me, Giggens, and today we're going to look at my Zombies album collection. This is going to be kind of a stream of consciousness video, just like a one take, show everything, and go from there. So we're going to start with Argent. This is their self-titled debut album. It's actually a promo copy, demonstration not for sale, which kind of explains the end of the Zombies too, which is pretty cool on the back. Nice little story about how the band came to be, but their first record is really good. We've also got Ring of Hands, another promo copy. Super cool. Up next from Colin, I surprisingly enough do not own 1 year on vinyl yet, but I'm going to fix that soon. But never even thought. Another promo copy. I did a review for this one a handful of months ago. It's actually a really solid album. It's not on streaming, unfortunately, so you got to dig around and find that one, but that's really cool. Up to the Zombies. This is Time of the Zombies. This came out in 1974, and this is a really interesting collection. It's a 2-disc set, and disc 2 is Odyssey and Oracle, but disc 1 has a handful of tracks they were working on in the late 60s that would have become their last album. And for the side 1 is pretty much stuff that had been out by that point, but check that out. Very cool, unusual little set. I've got 2 copies of Different Game. This one's signed and it's on red vinyl, I believe, and this one is on blue vinyl. But Different Game, one of the best albums they've ever made. I love this record so much. Every song's on it a classic. Love You While I Can is one of the best songs they've ever done. Drop Reelin' and Stupid. Oh man, You Could Be My Love, Sun Will Rise Again. Damn, this album's good. Different Game. Love that LP. We Still Got That Hunger. Again, incredible record. Their new version of I Want You Back Again is on here. Their version of Edge of the Rainbow. Now I Know I'll Never Get Over You, which was a Colin solo song. Of course, Chasing the Past. Amazing song on this one too. Now we're moving back into the earlier stuff. So this is a greatest hits from a handful of years ago. 2017? Yeah, 2017. I believe this was a record store day release, actually. It's only $20 at the time. Jeez, remember when vinyl was cheaper? But it's pretty much got all the singles you would hope to hear on here. And some random ones too, like Imagine the Swan, and If It Don't Work Out, make their way onto this record as well. But, you know, it's got Whenever You're Ready, She's Coming Home, Leave Me Be, which is interesting. Indication, Just Out of Reach, Is This a Dream? So it's pretty much like their singles from the UK, but great little set there. This album I bought so many years ago. My God, this was like a 2015, 2015 record store day of the BBC sessions. And it's so much fun. There's so much stuff on this record that never made it onto one of their actual albums, like Soulville and Rip It Up and Can't Nobody Love You, You Must Believe Me, This Old Heart of Mine, which they would do a lot back in those days. And so, of course, some album stuff too, like Tell Her No and She's Not There and You Make Me Feel Good. But their version of Roadrunner is really cool. Just Out of Reach is on here. Man, hell of an album. If you ever heard this one, pick that one up. This one is also one of my favorites. Oddities and Extras came out a couple of years ago for Record Store Day as well. And this does collect some EP tracks from the UK, some soundtrack work, and a couple of songs that ended up on like compilations years later that weren't supposed to be on compilations. They were kind of put out by accident. But yeah, I'm Going Home was on a release track that got released later on. A Love That Never Was on the Zombies box set, which is a very, very cool song as well. But yeah, this is a very nice little collection here. This is also one of my favorites, I Love You. Kind of a singles collection, bar for a handful of other tracks, like Don't Go Away is on here. Woman, Gotta Get a Hold of Myself. Yeah, there's some How We Were Before. Kind of some random tracks. It opens with The Way I Feel Inside, but yeah, check that one out. Pretty cool. Now we're down to the 60s here with Zombies R.I.P. This was originally put out through the box set back in the late 90s, but side 1 is pretty much stuff that was going to be for the new album after Odyssey and Oracle, which never happened. And side 2 is stuff they were working on at the time to potentially use for that album as well. Stuff that had been around for years, like Walking in the Sun dates back to 1964. Well, you know, with 1968 edits throughout the rest of side 2, like I'll Keep Trying, I know She Will, Don't Cry for Me, If It Don't Work Out was probably the biggest song from this thing, as well as Imagine the Swan being the big single. But Smoky Day, you know, found another life on Colin's 1 year album. But yeah, the Zombies R.I.P. Great liner notes in the back. From Andrew Sandoval, does a lot of these liner notes these days. And then, of course, Zombies, Odyssey, and Oracle. This is a mono 2017 or 16 or 14 record store they released. I think it's 2014. It's 2014. Yeah, 180 gram vinyl, limited collector's edition of 2,500 copies. That's it. Jeez. Wow. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I bought it the day it came out, but one of my favorite albums of all time. They had actually performed at that record store where I bought this from like 2 hours beforehand. I just missed them. I was so, oh my God. To be able to see Rod and Colin play, come on, man. But yeah, I love that one. One of the best albums of all time. And then in the US, you had Zombies featuring Tell Her No and She's Not There. This is the US version. I still don't own a UK version of this record yet. It's on my list. And I've got to pick up their EP as well. But, man, got my mojo working. Their cover of Summertime's on here. Bringing It On Home to me is fantastic. I Don't Want to Know. Can't Nobody Love You. What More Can I Do? What More Can I Do is one of my favorites of the early days, too. But here's some more pictures of them running and jumping and screaming and laughing, which I like. But, yeah. But there's a back cover for you. And then behind me, you've got some CDs and some tapes, different versions of Odyssey and Oracle, a mid-'80s compilation on cassette. We've got their album, Breathe In, Breathe Out. We've also got, or Breathe Out, Breathe In, I'm sorry. Absolutely the best Zombies Greatest Hits from back in the day, the singles, A's and B's, and that one over there is the BBC Sessions on CD as well. But yeah, a never-ending collection. For a group that only put out 2 albums, it's amazing that you can buy this many records and CDs. But yeah, love the Zombies. Let me know what you guys have in your collection or things you're looking for to add to your collection. I'm still looking for originals. That's my thing. I would love to find an original copy of Odyssey and Oracle and their first debut album for America and England. That's my goal. So the search continues, but until then, hope you enjoyed this little video of the deep dive to my Zombies collection, and let me know what you have, what you're looking for, and what your favorite thing was in this collection. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.